so my turn to the right.
Just turn around.
Hi. You look beautiful. You look beautiful.
Thanks.
My name is Bond. James Bond.
Heavenly Father, we come dancing with joy before your altar this day as you call your children to the great blessings of the sacrament of marriage. We thank you for the blessings this day, the blessings of this beautiful weather, the blessings of family and friends who are here to pray them through this ceremony and through their lives together. We also pray this day asking for our prayers of our brothers and sisters who have gone before us in the faith. We ask for the prayers of our Mother Mary, who when the angel appeared to her and said, "You are to be the Mother of God," she gave her eternal yes. A yes to faith, a yes to love, and a yes to a future she could not see. When St. Joseph, the angel appeared to him and said, "You are called to be husband and father to the Son of God," he, the righteous man, without hesitation gave his yes, a yes to love, a yes to faith, a yes to a future he could not see. St. Deborah in the Bible was a prophetess and a judge, and she inspired Israel to rise up and face a future they could not see with courage. And our own St. Debbie, who I know is with us here today, she inspired us, and I know she dances with joy this day. We ask their prayers, Father, that you may send your abundant blessings upon these two, that this day they may become for your altar, and with courage and without fear, they may give their yes to love, their yes to faith, their yes to a future that they do not see, and their yes to each other.
I, Charles, take you, Veronica, to be my wife. I promise to be faithful to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love you and to honor you all the days of our life.
I, Veronica, take you, Charles, to be my husband. I promise to be faithful to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love you and to honor you all the days of our life. We did it.
It's my honor to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Charles and Veronica Kellinger.
Recently, Veronica was at our house working on wedding preparations, and the topic of Father's Day came up. And she told me her gift to me this year is a son-in-law. And honestly, I can't think of a better gift than gaining Charles as a member of our family. Thank you, Lori and Bruce, for raising such a fine young man. I'm very proud of Veronica and know she will continue to grow in her new life with Charles as they move forward together into the future. Just know that we will be here to support you both in your life journey.
Love for me started about 42 and some odd years ago when I married my lovely wife, Lori. And then about 28 years ago, there was a magnification because I had this little guy right here. Always called him my little man. I'm still a little bit taller than him, but he's in significantly better shape. Charles has delivered to me the best Father's Day gift ever. A daughter I never had, whose name is Veronica, a very beautiful young lady. So here's to them.
Growing up, Veronica and I would plan out our weddings, and today definitely exceeded our younger selves' dreams. With being only a year and a half apart in age and only a year in school, Veronica and I did everything together, from piano, dance, and even swimming. Mom even had us dressed the same down to the haircuts. But as we've gotten older and we've had our separate friends, schools, and things, our relationship has gotten better, and I like to think Charles has had a big part of that. Charles, I'm so glad you're joining our family. So, to end, we have a family toast. Those of you that know, please join in. It goes like this. Here's to the newlyweds, here's to the newlyweds, here's to the newlyweds, they're all horses' ass. Cheers!
This is actually the 5th different speech I've written for tonight. The first one was making fun of being an Eagle Scout, but then acknowledging that he truly lives the laws of Scouts, which makes him a fantastic friend and an even better now husband. Another one that was talking about the many titles and nicknames that the boss man or official morale advisor has earned, but that he's more worthy of receiving the title of best friend or even more so, now husband. The third was a compilation of embarrassing stories that I turned into proof of his character traits. I'm not going to go there at all. And the fourth I wrote just yesterday as a joke, based on the rehearsal dinner conversation. This one is about how Shrek is love and Shrek is life. If you know, you know. But at the end of the day, it didn't matter. Every time I finished a speech, I looked back at it the next day and said, no, it's not good enough. And while my wife and I thought that it might have just been me putting too much pressure on myself, I ended up realizing that it wasn't me that they weren't good enough for, it was Charles. I came to this conclusion not because Charles expects the world of me or any of his other friends, not because I don't have anything nice to say, but the exact opposite. This is a guy who's loyal to the end, a guy who will be at his very best even when you're your very worst. He expects nothing while giving everything. A guy that wears his heart on his sleeve and would do literally anything for his loved ones. He's a kind-hearted, respectful gentleman that puts everyone before himself at all times. And while I could spend the next 10 minutes telling stories that affirm his greatest character traits, I think it's better summarized by just saying this. Charles is the type of friend that absolutely no one deserves, but everyone needs. V, you're leaving here tonight getting a guy that you and I both know is your perfect match, that will care for you, love you, and ensure you a lifetime of happiness. And Charles, honestly, I'm not sure how you managed to find a lady that so perfectly completes you. The land shark to your Margaritaville. The hurricane to your tall and strong. The 5 o'clock to your 12:30. A natural beauty whose bubbly personality can only be matched by yours. An intelligent, strong, and independent woman does not need you to be her anchor, but will gladly drop anchor with you at a Jimmy Buffett concert. But in all seriousness, I think the world of you. And while she's lucky to have you, you're even more lucky to have her. I know the two of you have a strong foundation to continue building your relationship on, and I can't wait to share the rest of our friendship with the two of you. I'd like to wrap up by saying thanks to you and Charles for giving me the opportunity to be your best man, and thanks to both of you from all of us in attendance for allowing us to partake in your big day. So with that, like to propose a toast. May you always be each other's cheeseburgers in paradise. To Charles and me.
Like the finest wine, your love keeps getting better with the passing time. Tastes sweeter on my lips. Countless days roll by. It can make a man grow bitter, but you've made this man better. After all these years, after all these years, I still love you. Through every single tear we've ever cried. 'Cause after all these years, it brought the two of us right here. No place I'd rather be. After all these years, takes a little faith for a man to move a mountain. Takes a whole lot more to move a man set in his ways. But there's a way about you that leads me to redemption. You always keep me moving. After all these years, and after all these years, I still love you. Through every single tear we've ever cried. 'Cause after all these years, it brought the two of us right here. No place I'd rather be. After all these years. I know I love you more than I did then. And I know I'll love you more tomorrow morning when I wake up beside you. Sunlight on your face. In 100 years from now, I'll look at you and say, after all these years, I still love you. Through every single tear we've ever cried. 'Cause after all these years, I brought the two of us right here. No place I'd rather be. After all these years, no place I'd rather be. After all these years. I still want you next to me after all these years. Gazing at the blue of the night, stars are filling up the sky. You take my hand in yours, we'll make our own constellations. I could say how much you mean to me, but it won't mean a thing. 'Cause words never sound quite right. Let's find our own kind of language. We have searched the whole world and all around it. Didn't know what we were looking for till we found it. They could say they've seen the highest mountain, bottom of the deepest sea, but no one's ever seen a love like this. They could dig above the buried treasures where it's worth more than anything, but no one's ever seen a love like this. street, moving to our different beat. All eyes are on us now. Oh, but we don't care, do we? Oh, I can't imagine a world where anyone loves anyone like I love you. They could say they've seen the highest mountain, bottom of the deepest sea, but no one's ever seen a love like this. They could dig up all the baby treasures where it's worth more than anything, but no one's ever seen a love like this.
And now I invite you to seal your vows with a kiss.